Choksey of KRChoksey is also joining us now to take some questions. David, good morning. Good to have you with us here. Yesterday was we maybe with the Fin Nifty expiry, David, but we had these all the financials, Bajaj Twins, Kotak, HDFC Life. We saw a fair bit of traction here. Broadly, what's your view now on the banks and financials as a space, purely momentum and price action wise?
Yeah, Prashant. Good morning. Well, I think momentum price actions definitely stays positive. As we see, I think additional fund flows coming into the market is getting deployed into this particular space. Also because of the weight adjustment that they would carry out. So certainly, I think since the BFSI space, in particular, I think the private banks are carrying higher amount of growth trajectory. So certainly, more amount of funds are getting allocated to them. I would not be completely surprised. I think if we continue to see the additional amount of money coming into this particular space, largely because of fundamental factors on which we keep track of, 20% kind of a growth, which we are seeing in corporate loan book, in retail loan book, and in housing finance. So all in all put together, I think we are getting the clarity that in next few quarters through, I think we are likely to see higher amount of growth continuing for them. And as a result of it, most of the banks and the NBFCs, the larger ones, they would probably show relatively better performance. Considering the fact that the price to book value ratio remains, I think, relatively on a average size, it is not so expensive in most of the cases. So I would think that would be a scope for at least some percentage appreciation from here, close to around 20% from here on.
Okay, all right. Deven, hi, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on a couple of other stocks as well, right? I mean, I don't know if you've tracked Mankind Pharma. It's a new listing, but very strong numbers first quarter post-listing. Numbers are looking pretty solid this time around. Any thoughts here on someone who's perhaps missed out on the IPO? Is there still more to go?
Thanks, Sonia. Good morning. Well, yes, I haven't, I think, gone into details of the numbers, but on the face of it, the numbers looks definitely promising. The company definitely, I think, came with an IPO and I think with a good amount of promise on the business side as well on both verticals. So from that perspective, definitely one would like to study them in detail and take a view thereafter.
Okay. Just stay on, Deven. We'll come back to you in a bit because I also wanted your thoughts on Suzlon. That's the first corporate that we're looking at. Deven Choksey is still with us, so let's get a couple of views going from him. Deven, I wanted your thoughts on some of these real estate players. They have been doing very well. Sobha, you have Prestige. But is the run done here, or do you think there could be more to go?
Yeah, I guess I think the business continues for them, both on the affordable housing side, the mid-tier housing segment, as well as I think the premium housing segment. Most of these companies are having good amount of visibility as far as I think project execution is concerned. From company to company, of course, it differs. And I think one would probably see in different pockets. I think some of the companies are having niche like Sobha and Prestige, I think, would have niche in their own market share. I think the Mumbai market would have the likes of Godrej and Oberoi would probably creating a significant amount of visibility as far as the business is concerned. In my viewpoint, I think the companies are adequately priced at this point of time. Maybe if one is looking at these companies to stay in the portfolio, some corrective fall in the stock price would probably mean that buying opportunity is once again emerging. However, for investment purpose, we have always liked housing finance as a space which provides a steady rate of return and a visibility, where the growth in the AUM is also 20% and above. And as a result of which, I think these companies provide you the clarity as far as the earnings are concerned going forward on at least I think few many years. So we remain bullish, but we are selectively bullish with housing finance companies per se within real estate space.
All right. Thanks a lot for that. Deven, have a good day. So selectively bullish on housing finance companies in the real estate space.